don't know who it is. It's your favorite Thursday on a blue motherfucking Monday. You don't know it's our 9th season. This is one of those special guest episodes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Before I introduce my guest, let me just get this out the way so y'all can know this foundation of Earthquake Sound International, aka EQTV International. To y'all in the streets, we're just gonna have to let y'all know it's D2E, aka Down to Earth Podcast, hosting CMA Entertainment's Blue Motherfucking Monday. Come walk with me with your co-host Thursday, aka the 6.VP Uncle Bino with Toronto in the background. Of course, I'm gonna introduce my guest, Mike Stoan, legendary Mike Stoan. If y'all don't know about Mike Stoan in Toronto, that means y'all don't know the underground scene, y'all don't know the upper level scene, and y'all don't know the comfortable, humble scene. Real talk, all right, folks? Mike Stone's a legend. He may not call himself a legend, but I could definitely say he's a legend because the amount of artists that he's worked with, I don't think DJs right now are on his level when it comes to caliber of how many artists he's come across. But this interview here is different from our last interview because we did the speed round thing and we're bouncing back and forth with ideas and thing. But I'm gonna get my bridge in here. So my first question from my bridge, right?
Already into the questions.
Yeah, my first question from my bridge. What's your morning routine like?
There is no morning routine.
Okay.
I get up and I do what I gotta do.
All right, let's move into the second question.
Changes day to day.
I hear you on that one, brother. So, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the hip hop media that's been popping for the last little bit.
Well, American or Canadian?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. All right. So, I wanted to get your opinion on the 50 Cent and Drake after the Rose so-called jumping or beat up. What do you think Drake and 50 could be coming? Like, what do you think? Do you think they're doing music together? Or you think they're doing the movie stuff?
They could be doing both. They could be doing anything.
I was thinking the movie stuff.
Yeah, and they're probably just some type of soundtrack thing going on.
Maybe.
Pressa and whoever else.
True. Good point. But I'm bringing it up because I didn't think Rick Ross and Drake's beef was really that serious to be like.
I mean, we don't know what their beef is actually about.
Yeah, team agree.
I can't say how serious something is if I don't know what it's about.
True.
He said it was about some deceased and desist thing with French.
Oh yeah.
Like these guys are not really telling us what the beefs are really about.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not trying to get behind something I don't know what's going on.
No, I agree with you on that one. I'm hoping the best with 50 because he's a genius with the network and TV thing. Of course. So I gotta give that man his flowers before anything else on that. But the only reason why I'm bringing up the Drake and 50 thing is because being that he is an actor, / rapper, and now 50 who was a rapper turned actor turned executive CEO. So I'm feeling like for the culture, it's a good look.
Yeah.
I think it's for the culture.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Maybe or maybe not, regardless of Rose getting his ass whooped.
Did you see that video for the guy who whooped his ass?
And listen, I didn't even get the chance to rebuttal the way my team got flooded.
What when that video came out?
Yeah, man, because it was the funny part is I had more white people send me that link.
Yeah.
Than black. Yeah. That's what kind of shocked me because I was expecting like.
Well, the song is called White Boy.
What?
You don't know? You don't.
Yo.
Oh, the guy, the guy Icarus.
Yeah, Icarus. Yeah.
The guy who punched out.
Yeah.
It's not great, so that's why you probably never heard about it.
I heard Rose bring it up in one of his lives.
Yeah,
because a couple other media outlets, Celebrity Source.
I know Company Man spoke
and Jaguar Rights New Bridges, them Real Life Productions.
Yeah.
Those guys, they've been pretty legit when it comes down to the facts.
Yeah.
So I'll give them kudos for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And any outlet that's pretty much preaching the truth or the line going towards the truth at least. I'm done with this whole fake narrative and super thug bullshit. Like that shit's done now. Yeah, man. Well, let me move to the next question because 50-50 salute to you, dude. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Ask questions, give me a shot.
No doubt. For folks who don't know the the lingo of Toronto right now, we do have a Mary Jane festival for all you artists, aka soon to be entertainers, because we don't want to keep you as an artist. We want you to evolve. So you're gonna come to this Mary Jane festival and get to know your peers in the industry. That's the way we're trying to keep it. It's more like a charity vibe for the actual industry. It's crazy to think that we are thinking like that, but we are thinking like that. So whenever you guys hear this, again, thank you for all the rewatches. Thank you for all that. Check out the Mary Jane Festival. Tap into the Mary Jane podcast. All right. That's the main thing. Back to Mike Stoan. Next question, Mike Stoan.
Okay. This is like a lightning round, though.
Kinda. This may draw a line in the sand, but I had to bring it up because I know you're a real dude, so you're gonna give me a real honest opinion.
Yeah. What is it now? Yeah.
Do you think the homo thugs existed
What kind of question is, it existed in what?
in our hip hop community culture?
It seems like they do, and probably still
Do. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff, man.
Well, I'm just saying at this point, it goes down to black men in dresses for me.
Yeah, well,
You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a couple rappers put on the dress for whatever reason they put on the dress.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say their record sales have gone up, but their mass appeal, like being seen more on magazines.
But then you got people that never did that, who sell more records than them and don't need to be on all those magazines. So does it actually work?
True and true, but
we ain't seen J. Cole in no dress yet.
But you know what? J. Cole's a lyricist.
So just a lot of lyricists don't make it as far as him. So it doesn't matter. You don't got to be a lyricist to be successful.
That is up there, man. Because like lyrics, I find the lyricist is a very small company.
I know that, but there's a lot of lyricists, but they never get to that point.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Because I think Immortal Technique will probably
he
circles around J. Cole.
Yeah, I believe that.
But
But right, he's not at that. Yeah. But then this comes back to what I was talking about earlier about certain rappers that don't understand that, you're gonna have to put on for your Palawa. You gotta put on for the next gen. You gotta find that next diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
You can't just believe that you're gonna be the greatest of all time. Cause like, believe me when I say this, I don't think Prince and neither Michael Jackson thought they were the best and the greatest of all time.
Nah. I know.
I think they were still striving.
Well, I'll put it like this: I don't think they thought they were better than James Brown.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying
they were just perfectionists.
Well,
in their own
lane, in their own lanes, for sure. But yeah, man, I'm bringing it up because, like, more and more I'm seeing on the internet that a lot of these interviews popping up now with the whole gay mafia and this homo thug, and if one of my idols, Biggie Smalls, was into certain things, and Tupac being violated in jail. I'm from the streets, and if the streets ain't say that nigga get violated in jail, why the hell am I gonna believe some magazine or blogger? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like a lot of people heard it and a lot of people didn't hear it. But to me now, I grew up on Biggie Smalls, man. I grew up on East Coast music. And if you're telling me Clive Davis and Puffy were dealing with things like this, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, the Puffy stuff was.
Does the homo thug exist? That's where the question comes down to.
It probably does.
Because to me, like, when I went back and looked over the fucking One More Chance video, I really wanted to cry.
But supposedly the cousin of the girl, or I'm gonna say the girl because that's what she said. She's not trans, or he or she is not trans.
Well, you know what? I don't know how or who we gotta call to dig up that information. Yeah. Because if it took them this long to find out who murdered these two fellas,
I think they already know. So I don't think it took them that long.
You think they already knew?
Come on, it doesn't take that long to find out who did what.
Man,
a lot of money could hide a lot of stuff.
I'm just wondering.
It really took that long? And
it's almost 30 years.
Come on, didn't take that long.
Like, like Jaguar White quote me on this when she said Puffy's made more money off of fucking Biggie while he's been dead.
This, right? Put it like this.
You know what I mean?
Malcolm X, when he was killed, people believed it was the Nation of Islam. They believed that for many years.
Yeah, true. They did
until they fessed up to say it wasn't them. So they kept this rumor going forever, and people always thought, that they did it. And
True.
if they did do it, then why didn't they take down Farrakhan? They could have. They don't even
could've.
like Farrakhan.
Yeah.
That would be the easiest reason to take him down.
Yeah, true that. True
But
that.
they never did.
But they didn't. You're right, because he's still around kicking.
So it is what it is.
Busting it up.
People like to follow rumors sometimes. We don't know what's true.
True.
Find out what's true or not.
Very, 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 very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. All right. I got a question that's just, it's a personal question, but it's not a personal question.
All right.
Maybe everybody that's watching this after the fact or watching it right now, get in the comments. Where did you hear the name Little referred to in as an artist? Like, where was the first time you ever heard it? Was it Lil Wayne? Was it
way
Lil
before
Yachty?
that? Way before that.
Who was it? Who was your first Little? Take your time on this one, because I got only one person who was a Little, and I can say that was when I was a child. I found out his name.
Little Vicious.
Little
Even before,
Vicious.
there's probably people before Little Vicious.
It's just okay.
But it's probably more before that.
All right.
No. Little Shane.
Little Shade.
Big Shane, Little Shane.
Okay.
No. It's Big Daddy Kane's brother or something like that.
Okay.
I think his name was Little Shane.
Little Shane. All right.
Yeah.
So mine's is Little Lenny, reggae artist. It could have been, huh? Okay. Dush. Big up. Shotgun for that. Yeah, man. But yeah, I had to ask you still as a DJ, because I had a DJ friend call me up one day and he's like, yo, back in the day, you used to have some unique names like Gangstar and these guys had some dope names. Now everybody's Little This and Young something.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them got it. Well, may have got it from Little Wayne.
Yeah.
There was Little Kim. There's a lot of Little C's.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. There was tons of them.
It wasn't a. Yeah.
Yes. Now that's what I was. Thanks for bringing that up, because that's what I was kind of segue into. Because I was trying to figure out, like, who dictates the change? I think the kids dictate the change.
Always.
I think the kids do dictate it, because when I came into hip hop, thinking hip hop was rebel music from fucking R&B and country music, where it was so sad and bluish, and blues music was close to the heart, but it was sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, like, how many times you want to play that Broken Heart song, man? Like, shit. Then, my hip hop was rebellious. I got to play it loud. It's saying everything I couldn't do at the time.
Yeah.
And eventually I did it for myself. So, I'm more on the tip of seeing progression in any sort. I did have a Villa up here for my first guest, and I was trying to make sure she understands from my point of view, being around the network now, D2E Down to Earth podcast. We're trying to develop our own path, because right now, from our point of view, there's nothing giving back. Like, I could tell you right now, as much as I don't want to bring up their names, I have yet to hear the Junos do anything for the poor.
For the poor?
For the poor.
Why are they supposed to do anything for the poor?
I don't know. You got all this excess money, man. What the fuck? If I got all that excess money, I might have 1-2 food drives for the poor. I may do 1-2 charity festivals.
So why would you wait for them to do it?
Why would I wait for them? Yeah. Nah, wait for them.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Look what the Junos just did to the reggae category. So why would
I'll tell you.
What do you got to say about that, Mike Stoan?
I have nothing to say about it.
Nothing at all?
Well, you reap what you sow.
Whoa, that is the fact.
And I'm only saying that based on the feedback I've been seeing from some of the elders.
Yeah.
And some, even the guy, Lang.
Yang.
The guy from Yard. He's like a
producer.
I think so.
Yeah,
he gives a lot of. He drops a lot of gems.
Yeah.
And
the dude with the glasses.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
man. He does.
And you reap what you sow.
Yeah. True.
Like, you can't depend on that award committee to recognize what you're doing. And if you're not doing it properly, like, put it like this: even in Jamaica, there's been issues about doing things properly to get recognized and to make the thing grow, because even Lang said, in Europe, they don't even need you guys no more.
Yep.
They have bands in their countries that can do what you do.
Yeah.
Or you're not doing what you used to do.
True.
For them to want to book you anymore.
True. That's what I've come to realize, because the old heads are still selling out shows, and the young bucks are struggling.
Yep.
And I thought it was a joke. No, don't take this as a dig, Mr. Travis Scott, but somebody died at your concert, and the funny part is to me about the fact that the person died at your concert, you know how many people die at rock concerts? Enough people die at rock,
Yeah.
like 2, 3, 5 people will die at a rock concert. And you ain't gonna see that on the news.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, Mr. Travis Scott, I'm not dissing your situation. I'm just looking at it as your situation seems more set up for failure than an actual situation where people are mourning people who've died at rock concerts. Like, imagine you sending your kid out to our concert and then now come home.
Yeah.
And they got stomped on to death. Like, we really should do some find some of those parents and see if we can get an interview with them. I know it's a blue motherfucking Monday. It's ridiculous where I'm going with this, huh? But yeah, I just want to point out some facts because, I've had a bunch of hip hop shows in the last 25 years and nobody got moshed out, shot, or stabbed at none of my events. So I think if y'all don't want to pay me to help y'all get party coordinators together and get this to get the game up, I think you should invest in Mike Stoan, invest in us as a media outlet, and at least we can give you guys some proper footing and some foundation to go forward. Because right now, going forward, I feel like if we don't do it, ain't nobody gonna even put an effort to it. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's more robots on the planet now than ever. Like, there's just so many people that are gonna go, like, nothing sounds different. There's no unique. Shout out to Turn of Events.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the rapper. Shout out to him. Shout out to Ironic. These are the type of rappers I bring up because guess what? When I hear bars from them, it's not sounding like somebody else. Okay? I remember we used to argue about this with the mumble rappers.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, their sounds all sound the same. Da, 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 da. Well, yes, I'm sick and tired, and I'm still sick and tired. So now when I see rappers that can change up the game, impact it different, just like how ODB was, his style is still unique. Who would what happened to that, man? And without us being able to build a creative space for these younger generations that are coming, it's gonna be a swipe left, swipe right type vibe. And like, fuck, with AI coming, you won't even have real artists no more.
Yeah. So that's, you reap what you sow. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man. Because like, to me, 41 years this year would have been for the fucking Junos and reggae categories. When I checked out the background on it, they've changed the reggae category more than 3 times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
3 different times. Originally, Cypress was there.
Yeah.
With reggae.
Cypress who?
No, Cypress the music,
Oh,
the genre.
Yeah.
The genre. Yeah. So why did they take it away?
Mm-hmm.
Why did it just get changed the way it did? Like, I know we're coming late to the game. Junos is about country music, blues, and them type of vibe there. Okay. But my biggest definition of reggae music, when I check reggae music, it's about love. Love.
But you don't hear it all over the country.
What do you mean you don't hear it all over the country?
You only make up, 2 to 3% of the population.
What do you mean?
Come on. You need to look. There's a documentary that just came out. I don't know, it's been out for a while now, about about the people that came up here in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Who brought reggae music
with them. Yeah.
to Canada.
To
Or at least to Toronto.
Yeah.
And,
To Toronto.
And yeah, Leroy Sibbles was saying these people didn't want to hear this. So think about from that time till the 90s.
Okay.
Till now.
I'm agreeing.
So
I'm agreeing to an extent.
An extent. So come on. If hip hop struggled in Canada, until
hip hop was bound to struggle.
Then was reggae not bound to struggle?
No, because reggae is based off of love.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It doesn't
You're talking
matter.
about music
Canadians
that's promoting destruction
Canadians
and music that's promoting love.
Early hip hop didn't promote destruction.
No, we were fighting against the struggle. Early hip hop. If we're gonna go early hip hop,
it didn't promote destruction.
But again, it was fighting against the system. The 80s, what is love doing? Doesn't love fight against the system?
Reggae fights against the system as well.
Well,
Roy Sibbles said it in the music. It talks about revolution and all these things.
Yes.
But even in Jamaica, when reggae first came out, the system was against reggae music. They were against Rastafari. Well, so if they're against it in Jamaica,
I remember.
What do you expect is going to happen in Canada?
Oh, this is where I'm now looking at Canada's. Like,
what are you going to expect?
Why do we have to depend on the Junos anyways now?
And that's what an elder. This is what an elder said. What I know, Julian. I forgot his.
Oh, yes. Julian Christopher. Yeah, man. Big up.
And he said, look, reggae is worldwide.
It is.
So what do we business about the Junos?
Facts.
So you understand? So at the end of the day,
facts.
So while people are kicking up a storm about it, the elders are like, well, why am I worried about this part of the world when the rest of the world loves it. Japan loves it more than Canada.
Facts.
Not all of Japan, but there's a segment in Japan.
There is a good portion of Japan that's
now,
rocking.
say we took out all the dancehall sounds and reggae sounds
And,
that are from Jamaican background.
okay.
Say King Turbo, all of them.
Yeah.
Say they didn't exist in Canada.
Right.
Which sounds would have propped up
That didn't exist in Canada.
Not even have a Caribbean background.
That doesn't have a Caribbean background. Holy shit!
And compare
that's like Mighty Crown. That's like
no, that's what I'm saying. And compare them
yeah
to the sounds that came out of Japan.
yeah
That they don't have no Jamaican background.
yeah.
They're all the way over there, and they picked up dancehall and reggae.
Yeah, facts.
And Canada's been remember they fought against beef patties here.
True.
Not the actual beef patty, but
true.
You have to name it a certain
Yo,
thing.
give a gunshot for Randy's Patties who's back. Thank you.
Imagine they fought against that.
True, Canada.
That was a controversy.
It is what it is.
Listen, I believe.
I'm not surprised what happened.
I believe that this is the time right now. All right. I believe at certain points of times there's a time for we need to like grip and come together and make a collective decision. So like when Pusha T went at Drake, I believe that was the time we were supposed to come together collectively. Collectively.
No.
I'm just saying collectively.
I'll tell you why.
All right.
I'll tell you why. No.
Why not?
A battle is a battle. This is hip hop. You don't.
I'm just.
You don't defend somebody just because they're from your city. It's winner takes all. Who wins. That's it. It's a battle. You move on with life. What, against Pusha T?
No. No.
Against Kendrick? Are is this guy crazy?
He said Kendrick.
Yes.
How?
Drake won.
How?
Drake beat Kendrick.
Please tell me how.
Because
I'm interested.
if I tell you I have a daughter and you go and diss my daughter and I don't have a daughter,
okay,
you're an idiot.
Yeah, but did he do that?
Yeah. Kendrick went and wrote a whole song about it.
Hold on. Let me show you something. If Drake had a mole and fed him wrong information, why would Drake tell the mole that he's a pedophile?
So arrest the
pedophile. Hold on.
Hold on.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen, I'm not saying Drake is a pedophile.
Right.
But if Drake
that was a desperation move.
No, I'm going to say this again. Hold on. Listen.
He's a witch. He's a witch.
Follow the logic.
The best I ever had. Best I ever had.
Follow the logic. If he had a mole, why would he feed information to Kendrick that he's a pedophile for him to write a song about Drake being a pedophile? And then feel a way about a song about him being a pedophile.
I don't know.
Exactly. So
no.
So where was the mole?
The mole was feeding him the daughter.
Just the daughter part?
Pedophile thing
just the daughter part?
Yes.
So then if that's the reason why he won.
Yes.
Why okay, hold on, okay. If that's the reason why he won, why has Not Like Us mashed up the whole entire place? Hold on.
Oh gosh. I already told you about this, right?
Let me finish.
I'll destroy you with this, bro.
Let me finish.
Let's go.
Because you're cutting me. And the fact that members from OVO feel a way when this song is being played. They wouldn't feel a way. You wouldn't feel a way about.
I don't let it play in my club.
But why would you feel a way about false information?
What do you mean by
why would you feel away?
If there was a mole,
you didn't feel away about the daughter.
If there was a mole and the mole leaked out all that information, the man should know.
That's the reason why he won.
The man should know.
If this song that came out afterwards,
that's
still in the top 10.
Okay.
It's going to be in the top 10 for a while.
It's still in the top 10.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And now that Kendrick is performing at Super Bowl, they're losing their mind even more again.
Yeah. Oh well.
Then how did Drake win?
Drake won, bro.
How did he win?
Because I don't know the lyrics to that song. That that's all I know.
Okay.
The beginning.
So you didn't even listen to the song?
No, but
no.
You have to listen
that
to the
whole
song.
pedophile thing. That whole pedophile.
This is Toronto for you, baby.
That's a waste. That's not a bar.
This is Toronto for you.
Pusha T won.
Pusha T crushed him.
Yeah, crushed him.
And that was before he even brought the added on.
Kendrick keep going like this. Kendrick keep going like this. Don't make me say the things that you know I know about. Don't make me keep say it. Pusha T didn't hold back. And when Pusha T went at him, he ended the battle with that shot right there. Done. It was done.
So why?
But
Pusha has more.
Kendrick, you see with Kendrick?
Yeah.
Pusha has
more.
more.
The media came out and said, "That's it. That's the end of the battle."
That's what the media said.
The media said that.
That's what the media
controls
said.
the media out there in
Drake's
LA?
baby daddy.
No.
Bruce and Gray?
No. Billionaire Dr. Dre. Billionaire Dr. Dre. He's been in the business so long that he's got his own media people.
So hold on, so you're telling me? Hold on.
Let me answer your question. Hold on.
This is a made-up narrative.
What made-up narrative?
It's a made-up narrative.
What are you talking about? The battle between
you know Jake's baby daddy made sure the media went for him, bro.
The battle between Kendrick and Drake was more so to help Dr. Dre's artist, because Dr. Dre has an artist who's about to drop, and
who's that? Who's that artist?
Eminem. And
how did I help Eminem?
Watch.
Oh boy.
Drake is hogging the airwaves.
Jay-Z. Right now.
Do you know how many records that Eminem actually sells?
Drake is hogging.
You know how many records that Eminem actually sells?
Jigga
so listen, Drake is hogging the airwaves.
He's been hogging the airwaves.
So
that's how you know.
So the whole thing was to move him out of the way.
How do you know this?
No way, baby daddy.
It happened right in front of our eyes.
How do you know this?
It happened right in front of our eyes.
That's your narrative.
So
that's your
Eminem
narrative.
It drops. He gets the airwaves. LL Cool J's dropping.
Eminem barely got any airwaves off his last album. And he barely gets airwaves after his last 3 albums. But you know how many records he actually sells?
Yep.
Or streams that turn into sales?
Okay.
So he doesn't need to be on the airways to make those sales.
Who was at the concert? Who was at the concert on stage? Wasn't Dre at the concert on stage?
So what?
Because Dre is the one that Drake
so
was
what? He's
Listen,
this
okay.
was orchestrated.
This is where
orchestrated.
This is where you're slowly walking
Dre.
down Rosé's line right now.
This thing is orchestrated by Dr. Dre.
This is where you're
Dr. Dre
down Rosé's line.
Dr. Dre went at Dre.
Yeah.
It was more than just Kendrick.
So
look,
you're telling me, hold on, stop, slow down,
this whole pedophile thing, that was nothing.
I'm not talking about the pedophile.
This is one hell of an episode.
I use that as a point. I'm not saying that was the kill.
The point.
Yes, it is a point. The point, you missed the point when I meant. I said again, if he had a mole feeding information, you're not going to feed information about you being a pedophile.
He did not do that.
I know that. So where's the
when
mole?
Kendrick did this,
where is the mole?
So why did he say the daughter thing then?
Why?
Why did he say that?
Does anyone know the daughter?
Hold on, wait. Are we talking about K-Dot saying the daughter thing, or are we saying Drake?
I don't know.
Saying the daughter thing.
Maybe did it.
Y'all stressing me out.
So why did he made up the pedophile thing?
You gonna make me want to
No, he was desperate. He was losing the battle, so he goes, you're a pedophile.
But he didn't win the battle from saying he was a pedophile.
Drake
he didn't win the battle from saying he's a pedophile.
No,
that wasn't even the argument.
The battle was won.
He won the battle.
He put out a song with a hot beat. That's why he won. And then the media came out and said, Kendrick won. Stop battling now.
Hip hop is gonna defend lyricism.
Put it like this, right?
Hip hop is gonna defend lyricism.
Stop for 2 seconds.
Yo, Drake was
hold on a second. No, he wasn't.
Short jokes.
He wasn't alive. Hold on.
This guy.
Both of them are dropping weak shit. Both of them are dropping weak shit.
Thank you.
This is the difference. This is the difference.
Drake said, "I know."
Both, yeah, but put it like this:
because he's short.
People are going right back. So what? He's short.
And so he's laughing.
That's oh my God, he's short.
He's laughing.
Of course he's short.
He's a win. That's short. That's a win.
I'm loving this episode, yo.
That's not
this episode, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Let
me ask you a question. For a song that you didn't listen to, right? You never heard the song, so you're commenting on a song you never listened to.
That is true.
But yo,
no, you said some of the bars. You said
no. You said you said.
I heard some of the bars.
No, you said you never listened to the song. You said no. You said you never listened to the song.
Yeah,
this is not helping.
You said it.
I did, yeah.
You never listened to the song.
No, shut up.
That's what you said. You can go back to the recording. You said you didn't listen to it.
Everybody heard the song. Everybody heard the song.
I'm going off what you said.
But I also said I don't allow the song to be played in my club, right?
Why not?
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you.
What's wrong with the song?
He's coming at my city. That's my city.
He's not coming at your city.
I rock with the Raptors. I rock with Argos.
So what did he say about the Raptors?
I rep
nothing.
I rep my city, bro.
He said, "Thank God."
My city.
So what I got to do with anything? You don't like the song because you rep your city?
It became LA versus Toronto.
No. Toronto
that sounds
people
like
made
Rose
it like
was saying. It is not LA versus Toronto. It is Kendrick versus Drake.
You're right. Okay,
during that whole beef,
it was Kendrick versus
during that whole beef,
and I don't blame
Snoop came up here.
Okay, you're right.
So if it was really LA versus Kendrick, come on.
And Price the Boss.
You're changing the topic now.
I'm not changing it.
This is segueing. We are segueing.
You got to change the topic, man.
This is the thing, right?
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm trying.
You're obviously a Drake fan. You're obviously a Toronto supporter. I respect that 100%.
Okay.
But you have to come to terms with the fact that Drake lost.
Yes. Yes.
He lost the battle. He might have won the war. But he lost the battle. It's not the the battle. It has nothing to do with bar.
I agree with that. He lost the. What'd you say?
The battle.
He lost the battle.
He lost the battle.
No.
He lost the battle. He won the war.
Drake won the war.
I don't know if he won the war yet. I don't know if he won.
We'll see what happens after Super Bowl.
Drake won the battle, but he lost the war.
Because right now,
you're saying he lost the war.
The battle, but he lost the war because he can't do music no more.
Yes, he can. He's dropping music.
UMG controls him, though.
But well, they've been controlling him.
Wow.
He signed a $400 million deal. That has nothing to do with the battle or him losing the war.
Jimmy Iovine and Dre don't have nothing to do with Universal Music?
What do you mean?
They're Interscope.
They're Interscope. They're under Universal. They're under Universal.
So you said that they don't know the people who have.
Obviously, they know them, but who's controlling them?
Drake's baby daddy.
Who's controlling them?
That's Drake's baby daddy.
Grams of
Drake's baby daddy.
Nobody care. The only people who care about that are the Drake fans.
Thank you.
Nobody.
Why would they stop him from releasing music?
Nobody. What do you mean?
No one's stopping no one from releasing music.
No.
There is a process of dropping music.
Now, where Drake's concerned,
in the industry.
If you heard this,
so if UMG saying if UMG
saying this is the last or something like that. Remember his other album?
I understand that. We're talking about the deal that he's in right now.
You talking about what?
The deal that he's in right now. We're not talking about what happened before.
Man, you know the cool thing about this?
He signed a deal.
Segue from the homo
he needs to deal with the conditions of the deal.
Yeah, which is don't release music anymore.
No, it's not anymore. You have to clear shit. You can't just drop it.
What do
you mean?
But that's the whole point. Okay, wait. We segued from reggae.
Are you sure
we segued from the homo thug.
Come on.
And now,
these are billionaire people.
Now, wait.
Are you talking about the culture
Lucien Grange is who Drake is dealing with.
I know.
Not Dr. Dre and Ivy.
That's right. They have no say? You think they have?
They might have some say.
Of course they have say.
But do they got Lucien Grange money?
Arnie, no.
But Lucien Grange not going to go against them too.
Lucien Grange is Drake's baby daddy.
This is the thing, right? You're creating a narrative, but you have no facts.
Oh my gosh! I don't have.
Then you can show us the
fact that is it a fact that Dr. Dre and Ivy are with Universal? Is it a fact?
They're under Interscope. They're under Interscope. Under Interscope.
Is that with Universal?
They are a
They're under.
Yes or no?
Yes, they're under.
So they know people at
Universal. So what?
Okay, wait.
But your narrative is this is Drake.
Can I get in on this? Aren't
they like the highest paid?
So hold on, let me get in on this real quick. Let me ask you a question.
The most money.
Let me ask you a question. This is a question. Do you people?
They're billionaire people, though.
Do you people and fans think? Because you can get in my comments and straighten me out for this. Do you guys think that this was a maneuver from Universal to put Drake and Mr. fucking Lamar against each other just to drum up this type of nonsense for the culture?
I don't know about that part. I think they're trying to
Remember, we're talking about Universal, Drake's baby's daddy. Talking about
that makes no sense.
Jimmy,
the amount of records that Eminem sells when Drake was running the airwaves is ridiculous.
In his own track, he goes like this. He goes, "You putting this guy in top 5 when in front of me when I was here before him." He has a track. What are you talking about?
And he's talking about who?
Oh,
he could be talking about anyone.
He could be talking about what's his name? Machine Gun
Kelly. Cool J.
He could be talking about
a lot of people.
Drake in the top 5. People were putting Drake in the
Who cares if they put him there or not?
About it.
How many people
he didn't mention
really
Drake. It doesn't matter. Cole's considered in the top 5.
About subliminals?
At some people.
Yeah.
It
some
don't matter though. It could be anybody.
Yep.
Everyone has a different top 5, bro.
Yep. Facts.
I put out a good story here for you guys.
And it doesn't even matter. You're creating a narrative that's not even true.
It is a good narrative.
The whole thing about the Eminem thing and Drake running the airwaves. Eminem sells mad records when Drake was running the airwaves. So Drake running the airwaves has nothing to do with Eminem sales.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Nothing.
A little bit.
Nothing. Remember when Eminem was out, right? And Nelly said this. When Eminem was out, it was Eminem, Nelly, DMX, Jay-Z. The list goes on. He was competing against all those guys.
Yep.
Those guys were selling physical copies of records.
I get you.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Okay.
I understand the narrative. I understand the coping mechanism. I understand. I've heard so many arguments.
When it comes, it's not about that. Look, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of what it's going to benefit for the Toronto culture of hip hop. That's what I'm looking at.
He won the war, and now, okay, wait. Can I change the topic for you?
All right.
Go ahead.
Can I change the topic?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Still the same topic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So now, Jay-Z steps in, and Jay-Z.
Why did he step in?
Because he who what's the saying? He who wears the crown is the heaviest head or something like that.
Yeah.
So okay, let's prove whether or not this guy won this battle. Let's put him at the Super Bowl as a halftime point. Jay-Z set this guy up.
Yeah,
this is a setup.
Yeah, you
for
should.
him to fall.
So that goes back to my Universal. They planned it.
He's gonna get booed. No. Jay-Z's not with them. This is his setup against them. He's trying to make them fall.
Jay-Z is the coordinator of the Super Bowl. You know this, right?
So you're thinking because of
J. Cole, 21 Savage, he wants his artist to rise.
Bro.
And anybody
who's
occupying the
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now.
Tory Lanez. How did Tory Lanez come out?
Free Tory Lanez.
Jay-Z's artist.
Free Tory Lanez.
Jay-Z's artist took him out.
But
Free Tory Lanez.
How did she take him out?
I'm not even gonna recap that.
Put it like this.
I'm not even gonna recap.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yep.
Right?
You think that crime deserved that kind of time?
No, but you gotta mind who you're around.
Exactly. Yep. You're taking up too much radio airwaves.
No. You have to mind who you're around.
Facts.
I don't even want this air because I don't want to be an artist myself.
What I'm just saying,
I don't want to get taken out. Hey, Juggernauts. Hey, Juggernauts. This is.
Stop this.
You never know who you're around. You never know who you're around.
All right.
And if you're in a situation, things get dicey.
This is a blue motherfucking moment.
Someone makes up a narrative
and
claims you did something. You got to defend that now.
From the streets of D2E.
Now, I feel like he should have taken the stand.
Mm-hmm. Who are you talking about?
Lanes.
Okay.
Just to defend himself.
Right.
Exactly.
But again, I don't know the inner workings of everything. I just believe that personally, that girl, Kelsey, she had what's it called?
GSR in her arms.
No. The thing where she couldn't defame herself. What's it called?
Oh, you talking about she signed the
that alone shows you there's something very fishy about that thing. Because you don't want to make yourself look bad.
What do you call it again?
Yeah, you don't want to make yourself look bad. So
she got immunity. She got immunity. She got immunity.
That should have been questioned.
That's been questioned.
How the hell is she at the actual trial, bro? Not outside the trial. Not outside the trial.
Hold on. I agree with you because
what the hell are your lawyers doing?
Before the man was actually locked up.
My statement still stands. It was a setup.
So
he's taking out too much radio airwaves.
Bro, he wasn't taking out. He was not taking out much that money.
The only thing Tory was doing. Let's be real.
More than
the only thing Tory Lanez was doing was making sure to show his fan base and whoever who was fucking with him how to keep being independent.
Honestly, and he got taken out for that.
There it is.
Possibly.
No, that's the only legitimate reason.
Like I said,
when it doesn't make sense, you got to go.
But put it like this, right? If that's the case, right? We'll use that as the case. Say that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Then you don't put yourself in a situation where you're fucking these two girls who are friends and then you come into a dicier situation. That's why those girls were fighting that night. That's why Kelsey supposedly had a gun.
No, she took the security guard's gun.
Yeah.
I know the story. I know the story. I know the story, and I wasn't even there.
And this is why now the driver's coming out. Finally,
he's been wanting to come out. Don't get it twisted. He's been wanting to come out. You're
saying what? You don't even know the situation.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this.
Is Tory Lanez's fault?
No, I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying.
No.
If the case was that they wanted to take him out for him going independent and all this other stuff and taking up the airways, you don't put yourself in a situation.
Tory.
When you would say you.
Tory. Where you're having sex with Megan Thee Stallion, her friend.
But he didn't see this coming.
No, obviously. But that creates a situation. You don't put yourself in a situation.
You just told the billionaires that you'll never be billionaires no more because you'll never get an artist to sign to your label once they go independent.
Say that situation didn't happen, right? That situation didn't happen, and out of the blue, he got in trouble. I can look at it like, they really set him up. This was an excuse. If they set him up, this was a good excuse to put him in a situation. Because you have two girls fighting, a gun came out, someone got shot, and now who do we blame? And one girl is taking immunity. Come on, like
she was offered immunity,
but
and
it wasn't like they said, "Okay, Tory, we're gonna force you to have sex with her. We're gonna force you to have sex with her, who are best friends. Force them to fight. Force somebody to grab a gun and force someone to shoot, and then make it look like you did it."
Right.
Come on.
Whoa.
So what do you say?
I said what I said.
No, man, I'm not.
I said what I said. Like that's plain as day.
No, but what's your point?
Endgame is Rock Nation. Wanted Tory, he didn't get him. And no one can have
is your argument that this is in fact what happened, you don't help the situation by getting caught up in a situation.
No. Okay,
True.
I see.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
see what you're saying.
Right?
So you're saying that they couldn't have orchestrated all that. Is what you're saying.
Pretty much. That's kind of
Pretty
hard.
much that part, that aspect
I'm saying
of it.
is
And the narrative afterward, they could.
Yes.
What I'm saying is they just looked at the situation and then came in and said, "We're gonna make this happen from this."
Yeah, the narrative after they could do that.
Yes, that's.
But
what
that's
I'm
the
saying.
whole point,
Well,
right?
that's what A&R and
Yeah.
management is and shit.
Yeah. So
You know
I'm
what I mean?
like I said, honestly,
Human resources.
I hope we get the truth soon.
Facts.
Right? Because from the day one, I kind of I believed.
Well,
I didn't believe
Megan's
any of their
walking
stories.
really nice.
I didn't
Megan's
believe any
walking-
of their stories
Yeah.
because no one's actually. Everyone's kind of trying to protect each other, but at the same time, tell on each other at the same time, but not do it.
I believe the story I
makes
heard.
no sense.
I believe
The
story
story
I
never
heard.
made sense to me.
Let me
I
hear
heard.
the story
Yeah.
over here.
I'm not gonna do the names things. I'm just gonna put it like this.
Yeah.
How I heard the story went down. Our boy Tori decided to go and mess with the lady of the house party that was going in. That pissed off the friend.
Yeah.
The friend went to console whichever third party friend it is on the cell phone.
Yeah.
And then she took that conversation to the whip, where I don't know if it's right or wrong, but the security guard accompanied her to the whip, and on his way back to Tori, Tori was already getting close with the lady of the house. That spilled into people seeing it in public, and Megan must have been around the corner and she caught the vibe. Now, I don't know what Tori said to squash it because he got dressed. It's not like he's in his boxers and in this vehicle. He got fully dressed again. Clothes on, dress up. Okay? Megan's still in the same clothes she wore when she came in.
Yeah.
And so is her friend. Yeah. Okay. Somehow between that point of him coming out of that house, jumping in the whip, supposedly the argument was already kicked off with Megan and Shorty there, because Shorty was like, he's doing what? He's fucking who? And then she just decided to tell her friend he can't fuck her because he's fucking me.
Well, he already done fucked up.
Well,
I got to say,
yeah. Well, hold on. Megan now.
Just in case all the moguls that I shot at earlier, I didn't shoot at them. I was just playing Megan. I was just playing Devil's Advocate.
So how I hear it now,
Eminem, Dr. Dre, I love these.
How I heard it now is that the impression that Megan gave was straight home girl street vibe. Shout out to Houston. She basically got pissed off at her friend, and instead of punching her friend in the face, she said what she needs to say, and that's us Canadians, we call it the dozens. She dissed her Ross.
Americans call it the dozens.
Told her about her clutches and American all sorts of other shits.
Megan is a artist too.
Huh? Megan told her about her business. She verbally couldn't take it. At this time now, poor Tori is trying to calm down the ting, and the security guard was not eyeing his tool. And his tool was available. And at the same time of it being available, Megan was already out the car. Somebody was reaching for the tool and doing what security guards have to do. He has to protect the one he's getting paid for.
True.
So he put up a little struggle that was a little rougher than need be to get something away from a certain person, where Mr. Lanes intervened. Okay? Now what I know is a shot went off. Megan got grazed, but kept it moving. That's what I heard. Now, in her being opt, adrenaline's pumping. She just got licked. I can understand her not wanting to turn the fuck back around when somebody who's in your direction is screaming at you from the same direction the bullet is coming from. I totally understand that woman. Now, the security there, he's trying to do his job and save the situation.
Do you know if there was blood at the scene?
Yes. But that was after the second shot. See, what I heard now is while the security was trying to defend his client from the supposed girl, she seemed to grab it and decided to focus back on poor Megan. This time is now where Tori, who happened to grab it after the second shot. This grown-ass man sat there in close range facility to a crazy-ass bitch who was going to shoot her friend for him. And this is how he ended up getting the gun. And now security guard. So now he has the gun. In his front, I hear that he must have told the security guard some shit. The security guard was still in job protection mode because now his client has the gun. He stopped the car. That's when Tory jumped out the car. That's when the witnesses seen Tory with the gun in his hand in the air, and supposedly another shot went off. But in that story there, I do agree with you, Stone. How the hell did she get immunity out of that? Because if I was a cop and I heard Megan's story and then I heard the security guard story, fuck Chelsea and Tory. Just Megan and the security guard story alone has me locking up Chelsea.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
she didn't get locked up. None of them got locked up. None of them. They all got promises to appear in court.
Like I said, after the fact.
Thank you.
Exactly who stepped in now.
Exactly. So
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. I can tell you right now what I know. What I know, I don't have to worry if you guys want to come for me or not. Because when you guys ask me for my source, suck my.
Hey, Richard, you know, one moment to relax.
Hey, man. I just want to make sure people know it's real out here in the battlefield, yo. I know what Tory had to go through just to get where he is. And imagine to get where he is and being able to level up.
Of course.
And then to have it snatched away so easily.
Nowadays, like I said, what's the thing that's going on TikTok about being mindful, being demure?
Yeah.
Yeah, people have to start do that.
Oh, Lord. What
right? This like
principles
situations happen. I get it. You get caught up in the lifestyle and the money and the fame and stuff. Like even what Diddy, right? At the end of the day,
can I say this though?
You have to behave.
Could I say this though?
You have to behave.
Once you make it, right, and you're rich, famous, and all that, right? You have a responsibility to yourself.
Yes.
A responsibility to protect yourself. Everybody is look, let's just put it this way. You are a target. No matter what, everybody's out to get you on something. So that means you have to be diligent and be a little more smarter because you are rich and famous.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So anybody could be like, unless they're like maybe a childhood something, but sometimes you have to be careful of them. There might be a period of time you lost touch with them. But the thing is, as long as you have someone really close to you, and it's a very small number, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these famous people know millions of people. Right? Millions.
Yeah.
But how many people are very close to them they trust?
Yeah.
Well, right now, if we have to base it on the 20s and the 40s radio standard, we're screwed. But if we build our own, maybe we will have a chance 10, 15 years down the road. But we have to start now.
Did already done.
We have to start now, man. We have to start now.
Let me ask you this one question, yo. Tomorrow you're rich and famous, right?
Right.
And it's like the lottery.
Yeah.
Everybody going, yo, you're getting all your enemies is calling you. I'm saying, what's
mine?
Yo, they're calling you. All your enemies are calling you, yo.
That's if they know. They don't have to know. They don't have to know.
No, what I mean by that, they'll be like, yo, I'm sorry, dog. This and that. I'll do anything for you, dog. All of them things that. Because you know you have it up now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, they're not gonna know.
You get what I mean?
I'm gonna let you guys speak on that one first.
I'm just saying, like, all of it is gonna be coming from all sorts of places. So like, we don't know until we fit into their shoes, right?
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
I know pressure bust pipes, and certain people ain't built for pressure. So
sometimes I can't blame it when some of these famous people acting like an ass with certain people.
Of course. They got to do with all types of people.
That's right.
Look, when Will Smith slapped the guy who tried to kiss him, why is everybody surprised when he slapped Chris Rock?
Exactly.
There's different reasons though.
Yeah, but it's disrespect.
You disrespect my wife, I'm gonna bruck your face. You try to kiss me. If you try to kiss me, I'm taking it as a threat on my life.
Yo, can I ask you this one question? So if it wasn't
dealt with the situation.
Hold up for a second. So
what likes to slap people?
So hold up. Hold up. Wait. So what if it wasn't Chris Rock? What if it was someone like
it was at the Grammys?
The Rock.
The Rock?
Yeah.
I would have been super impressed.
Would he be coming up to him and slapping him?
I would have been super impressed.
I want to know that.
But the thing with Chris Rock, there's been a back and forth disrespect going on with him and Jada.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you there. Yeah, I've noticed that over the years. Yes, they do. They do have.
He had enough. And
listen, the man warned him. He said, "Yo, leave my wife's name out of your mouth."
But you couldn't do that after the show. Like you're getting an award tonight. You couldn't wait till after the show to
I don't know.
this guy?
Who knows what was
drape
going in
him
that
up.
man's head
Remember.
before he came into the building, man.
It is what it is,
There's
man.
one thing I've learned about being in this live world.
Do you give him props for that or no?
For defending his family? Fuck yeah.
The reason why I give him respect for that is this. Everyone thought he was a punk.
Yeah.
And that's not the way to show you're not a punk.
Gone now. That theory's
Yeah.
gone
Now they demonized him for
No,
that.
they now they now know him as the kid from Philadelphia. That's what they know him as.
The real Fresh Prince of
I'm just saying.
Yo, that was a moment. Bro. That was a moment.
Listen, right now that's gonna go down in whatever time capsule these kids come up with. That's what's gonna pop off. Somebody's gonna drop that Chris Rock getting slapped fucking shit by Will Smith.
That was the slap heard around the world.
Yo,
that was bigger than the Super Bowl.
That was.
And then he tried to drop a track after that too. Huh?
Wow.
Who Will?
Yeah.
Listen, all I know when Will dropped that supposed track, he forgot that Chris Rock was touring.
Yeah. After that, I have to say that because
I would have waited 2 years.
That slap, it was the ripple effect
of the slap.
He went on tour afterwards, and everybody wanted to go on.
Everybody was hoping.
Tour was sold out.
Everybody was hoping Chris would say something on the tour, and the man waited a whole year and change, came back on a special, and dropped the special and mush up everybody with the special.
Wait. How did you feel about the special?
Truthfully, I kind of was like, it was what I expected. He did not impress me. I'm sorry. I was not hyped to hear him arguing with the fucking people and shit. I wasn't amped to hear him to say, "Oh."
I gotta say this, but comedy is like it's like an album. You know, the artist's first album is like amazing, and then every album after that's kind of like watered down because you have less time to come up with this material.
That too.
You know what I mean?
True.
So when he came out with that, we were all like waiting to see, but he didn't have time to come up with proper.
Man, I don't know, man. The special did its job for me. I'll say that much. It did its job for me. Like it gave me the full what do you call it again? The balance of Chris Rock from comedian turned movie star turn back to comedian again. It looks like
it's hard to put out content like that, man. It's hard to put out albums and comedy and all that type of stuff. Like
I just think we need to appreciate it more.
Some people steal rhymes, some people steal jokes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Jay-Z's already said it himself. He's not a writer, he's a biter. He said it himself in his own bars. Cameron called him out on it. You know what I mean? And like to me, look at like I think we have to have a world where there's people that do parodies and imitation.
Yeah, like
I do believe
like Weird Al. We need more Weird Al in the
Yeah, we need more diversity beyond somebody adding a little bit of white to the hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or white to the reggae. Or you know, we need that. So like when you brought up Japan, I've heard Japan's Mighty Crown.
Yeah.
I've been hearing them guys since I was a kid.
All the dancers out of Japan.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
The first ponytail.
A lot of dancers that are coming out of Japan.
I was just saying the way how the culture is now, it's like we gotta get to the point where certain people who may not have the millions but do have the pull of the people, the ear of the people. You people now need to get with some people to build some real infrastructure. Because if Care Bandit came with a bunch of people saying, "Yo, you bring your shirts, you bring your food, I'll bring the dance. These guys are coming with a sound. This guy's doing costumes. This girl's doing food over there." And everybody got together for 5 to 13 fucking years straight with nobody talking about, "Yo, we got to pay to do this or pay to do that." Then all of a sudden, the DJ Stylus Awards.
What about it?
It was a beautiful creation.
It was great.
Beautiful.
But you know why it stopped?
Yeah, because Drake bought out the staff.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Drake bought everybody from the staff. Every one of those people worked at OVO.
No, Bridget. You know, Click.
And some of them work at the fucking...
You're so quick to talk, man. You're so quick to talk. Hold on, man. You're quick to talk. Do you know Click?
Don't know him personally, but yes, I know.
You know, he's the guy. He's the one who organized the event. Yeah, Click. I ran into him just slightly after or just before it got canceled or whatever, and he said,
"I don't want to say it got canceled. Can we
I'm saying what he told me. I'm telling what he told me on the street.
He said cancel out of his mouth, Mike Stoan.
He said sponsorship. The sponsorship wasn't there to make it continue.
To keep it going.
Yeah. Now,
what's Honey Jam getting their sponsorship?
TD. A whole bunch of Factor, a whole bunch of
everybody's getting theirs from Grant.
But this is the thing now, right? Stylus Awards came and went. If the people wanted it to continue. So why aren't they doing anything? They got to contribute.
Yeah.
Right?
So that comes to my next question. What do you think of the infrastructure for Toronto? How it's
I'm tired of this damn question, bro.
I kind of agree with
you know
that.
what, though?
About?
But you know what though? Every city has the same conversation. It's not just us.
No, I mean,
not
yes,
really.
Has
There are
the
cities that are
Vancouver, they talk
working to
about this.
change it.
New Orleans, they
There's
talk about this.
man.
Miami, they talk about this.
All right, Miami, New
Detroit.
Orleans, two heavy ganged out fucking
but
places.
But
Okay,
they all still
but hold on,
Miami
wait,
has
wait,
an
wait.
infrastructure.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
We don't have an infrastructure. They have
Let me
infrastructure.
finish. Let me
We had
finish.
flow. We had flow. At
What
No
we
infrastructure.
have,
I'm not talking about a radio station.
what we have is nothing like
how many radio stations
Miami
in
and
Atlanta?
New Orleans. They have places that are okay. For instance, comedians. They have comedy clubs. The clubs are specifically built for comedians. All right, that's what they have over there. We don't have a spot that's dedicated for.
We have
comedians.
comedy clubs. We have a lot.
No. Listen to me.
He's saying places for artists. To
Like,
no, you said comedy clubs.
So
we have a bunch of comedy clubs.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just make sure I'm getting this straight to the people who are hearing me on the net side. Listen, when I say comedy club and I'm talking about venues, I'm talking about people who own the fucking place and don't give a fuck and say, yeah, this year comedian, I have a comedian night, come in. And not talk about, you're coming in for a cost and a price.
First
I'm talking about infrastructure.
Bro, first of all, there are a bunch of comedy clubs in Toronto. There's been more over the past.
But he was using that as a metaphor, though.
Right? I know why use a metaphor when it actually exists.
Yucks.
No.
Is there any free nights? Is there any free nights at Yucks?
Free nights as in as a Monday amateur night?
Like I'm asking, are there free nights? Yeah. Are those free nights? Are those nights that somebody who has never did anything before can come in?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. You see?
And there are several comedy clubs. Yeah. Many comedy clubs.
That's true.
You say many. I only hear yucks.
Exactly, but
no, there's absolutely.
But this is.
There are so many.
If there was a real infrastructure, I would not just be like, "There's only yucks."
But that's what you know. You can't just go off of what you know.
But I thought you were using it as a metaphor. But yeah,
I am using it as a metaphor. I am using it.
Yeah, and there's more popping up all the time.
I'm just looking at it like this. Without an infrastructure, there's no way people are gonna know. New Orleans, fucking Miami, most of these places, they're gang street cultures. They're veterans, they're OGs, started foundations that they're defending to this day against the man who has the $1 billion that wants that crowd, that wants that dollar. We don't have that here. Everybody who's tried that here is either ended up getting fucked or bought out.
I feel like Rockpile. You know that club?
Yeah, I know Rockpile.
There was two of them at one point.
Yeah.
There was one in Scarborough and one in the West.
Yeah.
And they tried to be that. And then I don't know what happened.
But there's a lot of venues. So the issue is not venues.
Well, I don't know. I blame the venue
owners. We need
an
ecosystem that works. We don't have an ecosystem that works.
I agree. We do.
That's why we keep saying infrastructure. Infrastructure is basically ecosystem.
What is the infrastructure? What is that? Is it something that promotes music videos kind of thing, like
everything
music,
across the board.
Music was something.
I know, but it's everything across the board. We had much music, but we still didn't have infrastructure.
Exactly. Even when we had the base, the Rap City times,
it's like
we still didn't have no infrastructure.
Even if we look at across the country,
what is infrastructure?
It's a system.
So like
of how things work.
You go to New York right now. You're a rapper.
People cut the line.
Hold on, listen to me.
People always cut the line.
Look at New York.
That's normal.
Look at New York right now. Let's be real. New York has tons of rappers, right?
Who cares?
Yeah.
But you gotta hit a certain circuit.
What's wrong with Pale?
So that's infrastructure.
You remember the Chicklin circuit? We need a Chicklin circuit out here.
We don't have that in Canada.
We don't. Everybody's corporate, or nobody has the money to handle anything.
You're not gonna have a Chitlin circuit in here because our system is not set up like in the South.
Oh my God, right? South is way more free up than us.
And a lot of that stuff comes from slavery. So like,
no shit.
So like, we gotta stop comparing ourselves to other places. Either implement what they have there, or create what we need to create here.
We need to create.
Or we just keep talking, bringing up this dumb topic. People have been talking about this for 30, 40 years.
This is the old topic.
And it's bad. It's worse now because there was nothing back then.
And
ask Ron Nelson.
Yeah.
There was nothing back then.
Facts.
He had to start one of the first radio station shows
Facts.
here.
Facts.
And he was talking about there was nothing here. Now we're
up with the technology,
shit,
but we still ain't
got. Oh, we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing. So who's gonna build it?
Oh, okay, this is off topic. Do you know where the OVO XM radio station is?
No.
Ain't it on Yonge Street?
Is it on Yonge Street?
Ain't it on Yonge Street up over by I want to say it's under Shepherd, man.
You can walk over there.
I think it's close to the highway.
Isn't OVO radio kind of done? I don't hear about it.
I have XM in my car, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't hear about it.
I only hear OVO when it comes to SoundCloud. That's the only time I ever hear those guys.
But anyhow.
Yeah, that's the only time I ever really hear about them. And I don't really hear about them.
Yeah, this infrastructure conversation never goes anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Ever. It's just like a waste of a conversation.
I agree, because
what's to think about?
To rebuild and start, brand out something.
Right now, the conversation in the city is basically, what do we do now? The music sucks. Why is everybody talking about the ops? But all these things that people are talking about, I was talking about 10 years ago.
Facts.
I was just like, this is gonna lead to nowhere. But no one wanted to listen, obviously, because that was the hype at the time. There was a good 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Beef.
Not about beef, bro. It's just that was the energy and the hype of the music. Okay, but I don't hear about it, so it could be there all day. It being there has it's there, but again, we're still here right now having a conversation about not having infrastructure. So yeah,
shout
I'm
out
glad
to
it's there, but if it ain't doing much.
Carnival Canvas down in Hamilton, they did their thing this year again. I missed out. My apologies. Shout out to Too Deep.
No more infrastructure. I'm not from this day forward. I'm never talking about infrastructure.
You heard it first here on Blue Motherfucking Mondays.
It's a ridiculous argument.
I agree.
Nobody wants to build anything. Nobody wants to work together. There's no point of having a conversation.
Facts. That I agree with. But hopefully we can change that narrative in a year.
Have you heard of BAG? Something BAG, they're giving away money to people. It's a Toronto music group thing.
Yeah.
You heard of it?
No, but there's a lot of groups giving out money.
Yeah.
Man, I want to show this.
To you
guys.
Okay.
But there's always conditions. There's always conditions to get money.
You have to be registered as a business or something like that.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't.
Well,
as the average person.
It's called BAG. And you want to get the bag?
Yeah.
It's BAG.
Yeah, they just love using our slang and throwing it up there.
But that isn't our slang. It's American slang. We can't claim something that we didn't create.
The bag.
We didn't create that.
The bag.
Yeah, we didn't create that. That's not our slang. We appropriated that slang.
I am not even trying to claim the bag is my slang.
But you just said our slang. So
but I'm saying I know I just said the bag. That's what I said.
There's a lot of these initiatives happening.
Black advancement.
Yeah, and a lot of these happened after the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
This one here?
A lot of them. No, I said a lot of them did. I didn't say this one in particular. A lot of them did.
This one, I'm trying to get
a lot of them didn't exist until after the whole Black Lives Matter thing. The government started doing all of these initiatives.
What was everybody doing before? What was it? There was a grant.
Ask Al Sharpton.
So there's a lot of stuff that didn't mention black.
Oh, right.
I know about black entrepreneurship grants because I used to get those things, but it had nothing to do with the music industry.
There was a grant that everybody used to get back in the day.
I don't know.
Well, let's call Belly. I need to get that guy on the phone and ask him. Him and his bro would know.
He lives off grants, huh?
Yeah, why not? If you can get the paperwork done and get the money, go get it.
Yeah, you know what?
That's the infrastructure.
I used to look
of Canadian music.
No, it ain't.
Grant money.
No, it ain't.
That's a part of it.
That's the corporate. That's just the corporate fucking fact checking.
That's the infrastructure. Corporate is business.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
You can't. When I say this name, you guys gotta know it, man. I forgot the name of the
what Factor?
Factor.
Yeah.
Factor. Yeah. They used to do like everybody's videos and stuff like that.
They still do it. Okay. Yeah, man. They still do it.
Well, that's the infrastructure as far as I know.
Oh, that's funding. That's just funding. But infrastructure is not based on one thing, right?
Yeah.
It's based on several things. Touring networks, radio.
Yeah.
TV,
everybody's supposed to be on the same page.
It's like a system.
Yeah.
Like I take you from point A to point Z, and you go through these channels, and there's going to be a level of success if you go through these channels.
Yeah.
Or you have to go through these channels.
Not chitlin, but just a circuit.
Yeah.
Just some sort of circuit.
Yeah. There's a system in place.
Because like right now, back in the day,
these systems work together.
Yeah.
These guys here, the DJs, were the man that you had to bring your ting to and have them break your records. Now things are different, man. You don't even have to get a DJ now.
Yeah. So man famously said that streaming is not paying him any money.
Yeah,
this guy's one of the biggest artists out there.
But he's not one of the biggest artists out there.
He's big.
What's his stream numbers? If he's the biggest artist,
he's not big, but he's known. He's a part of a big rap.
He's known to a particular generation.
Yeah.
Remember, he performed at Summer Jam the other day, and ain't nobody knew who he was.
Yeah. Facts.
And he felt like I shouldn't even be doing these shows anymore.
Yeah.
He said it out of his own mouth. So
yeah.
What are you talking about? Are you serious?
You can look it up.
He did Summer Jam?
Yes.
In New York?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ain't nobody know who he was.
That's been going on since
look that up, bro.
Since okay.
Generation.
This has been happening.
He's on a hit TV show.
They probably know him for that.
They probably know him as a fucking actor now. Yeah.
Damn.
Real shit. Real shit. Remember,
in our minds, he's the biggest one because he's from our gym, but he's not. Snoop said the same thing about streaming. It doesn't make sense. The numbers don't make sense. Snoop is way bigger than Snoop. Obviously, you're getting what?
A billion streams a day?
You're getting half a cent a stream?
Yeah.
You need 15 streams to sell one album?
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
But everyone fell for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Hey, to each you
that's why
what
music,
you sow.
Music is almost like at a point. That's why techno's taking over. Like everyone's doing that. Like the biggest artists right now are those techno guys.
But they've been the biggest artists.
They're what?
They've been the biggest artists.
They're technically the beat makers in a sense. They're beat makers who are making their beats be the art. Like in a sense.
Well, there's that, but
they're dropping the artists.
But you see, I've realized with those guys, well, most of the European. Most of the Europeans.
The DJs taking back over now, in a sense.
What do you mean?
Nah.
Those DJs in that field have always been running shit.
Yeah, because that's like Dead Mouse.
They're the highest paid. They're the highest paid DJs in the world.
Yeah, man. Dead Mouse is huge, and he does nothing less than a festival.
Techno DJ, whatever.
Yeah, man.
So they've been doing their thing,
and
they're technically underground.
Yeah,
you don't hear their shit on the radio.
No, you don't.
Mainstream wise, you don't hear their shit.
Exactly. That's just how pop was. Not pop. What do you call it again?
So what does an artist do today?
Funk. No, not funk.
What should an artist do today? Is there no future for artists? Like what the hell?
Do what you can and see what happens.
It's basically
just like any time. Do what you can and see what happens.
Yeah.
You think back in the day was easier for them? No,
it was easier. It was a little bit easier. There was a lot of money.
There are a lot of artists who didn't make it.
95 to 2015, maybe there was good money.
The ones who were making it.
Who were already in the industry.
But not everybody was making it.
Not anybody was coming up.
Not everyone went past their first single or their first album.
Exactly.
That first single will get you a lot of money, though.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you got to recoup.
Lord Tariq and Peter Guns.
So what?
You guys have one single.
Yeah. You know what happened?
They got 5 singles. They only got one that blew up around the world.
What happened? They didn't clear the sample.
Yep.
And they lost their publishing.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yep.
So what? You blew up, but now, when's the last time you heard about
another song, man?
But after that album, when's the last thing you heard about them?
Nope.
Reality TV.
Okay, and then
nope.
Lord Tariq and Peter Guns.
Yo, he's doing the cheaters.
Yeah, I know that. But that's fine.
Seriously?
What?
You know what I know? His son Corey Guns is a dope rapper.
Yeah, so what? He's a dope rapper. He signed to Young Money. Yeah. So you being a dope rapper, you signed to Young Money.
Yeah, why would he?
And nothing happened.
Dad knows you. Your dad didn't sign you.
You want to? I thought about it. I thought why a great lyricist like Busta Rhymes would have went to Cash Money.
Yo, that guy. What's his name again? Tory Guns. What's his name?
Corey Guns. Yeah.
He's not an MC as what KRS-One says. He knows how to rap. He could rap. He could spit words, but he don't move a crowd. He don't know how to. He's not entertaining.
Yeah.
He doesn't. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
All he is words that are coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
He's amazing with words. But as an artist, an all-around artist, hey, nothing to this kid, man. Like, you don't like his clothes. You don't like the way he walked, the way he talked. Like, I mean, come on, man. Grow a little bit. Learn to dance or something like that. Like,
I look at it like this.
Entertaining, man. Tell a joke or something.
That wasn't entertaining, so what's the difference?
You know what? You're right about that.
No, his dad is a good.
In a sense, he went further than his dad did.
Yeah,
so
kind of ish. I mean, he doesn't have what's a hit record from Corey Guns?
Millie.
No.
He sold that to
Lil Wayne by Corey Guns.
He sold that to Lil Wayne. Sorry, my bad.
He's one of my favorite rappers. I'm just talking to.
But that's what I'm saying.
His last project was dope.
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Shout out to Papoose and TuneCore.
Yo, I was just about to say Papoose, bro. I was just about to say that. Papoose is another rapper.
The only reason why I got to bring up Papoose because him and Jay Mills, those are two of my favorite New York rappers, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got love for Keith Murray. I got love for Cannabis. But those guys are a different generation for me. But you see Jay Mills and you see, like those guys are that was my era of coming into hip hop. Like, what? These young guns are coming out like, Papoose,
you remember
this
when
guy K Slate, yo.
Remember when Jay Mills started ripping off all the Toronto rappers with his verses?
Yeah.
Yo, 20 Below had to drape. I don't know if they draped him up, but they have a video of him
Yo,
kind of confessing to it.
I kind of came across that video.
Yeah,
I kind of came
on YouTube.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's still there now. Like he does have way more money now than back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he came through. That's the time people in Toronto was on his dick.
Yeah, heavy.
He was giving the same verses to a whole bunch of people. That was the story.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that.
But it's all good now. Like I still rate the kid. Like, you know, if he drops something now, I bump it. Same thing with Papoose. You know what I mean? But when it comes to hip hop, man, things are just different. You know what I mean? Things are different. And I like different. Different makes I can't stand it. Everybody sounding
back
alike.
in the day, everybody sounded different.
Yeah,
remember
man.
Fushnikins?
Yes.
I remember them.
Onyx.
They were nowhere near anybody else.
Yeah.
Man.
Facts.
Fushnikins was like completely different. I don't even know that was rap, but it was like something completely different.
One of my favorite songs, Getting It Smoking on That. Hey, in the middle of the lawn. Hey, what do you mean, dog? What do you call it? Lords of the Underground, man?
But yo, fuck the reminiscing thing now.
Yeah, facts.
That's like 30 years ago, bro. I honestly I get it, but we keep comparing then till now.
It's true.
Art
always has to keep coming new and stuff.
Yeah,
that's the word hip.
Yeah,
That's gotta be of the time.
That's the evolve.
I still got some questions. I still got tons of questions, but let me throw something different
some
here.
of them questions in, man.
Let me throw something different here right now. All right. Okay. How does everybody feel about the justice system these days?
I don't care. What do you mean?
Okay, you
How do I
don't?
feel
How you feel about it? All right, so you're
it's
not
the
gonna
same
say
as
how you feel.
usual. What's different?
Okay. Because right now I gotta say, to people who don't know, this is not exclusive news. Because those who are up to the know will know that Pop Smoke's Murderer was released.
Yeah.
Over the summer. Yeah, Pop Smoke's Murderer has been released, and I'm only asking.
Yeah, there's certain conditions, right? Because he wasn't either. Well, yeah, I know that he was underage, right?
Well,
at the time of the
conviction, he was underage.
Yeah, they got certain laws out there.
Yeah. So to me, right now, I'm bringing him up. You know what I mean? He may want to hit us up and get up in there talk about bring him a bag, American slang. But I'm bringing it up like this. I'm curious to understand how long do I think do I think the gang culture in rap music is gonna be around? Because it's not the same energy. It's not carjacking and robbing and selling drugs no more. It's like popping pills and killing yourself. I mean, before we were killing each other, right? That's what we were, gang, beef. Now these guys are legitimately showing people how to, go out like a light.
And I'm confused by the question because
the question why I asked this is because the way the streets are looking at it, Pop Smoke fucked up, came down, and he got found, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it from the standpoint of the man who's making music now, who was promoting that gang culture, right? Because his music is gang affiliated, right? Do you feel like what happened to him, and now, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, that his murderer is getting away with it? Do you feel like does anybody else feel that way? Like the murderer got away with it?
Obviously, he's getting away with it
because like 3 years.
There's laws in LA.
Yeah.
Based on people's age, and they did what they did. That's the law.
True.
Now, him talking about it, not necessarily bragging about it, but I've heard him talk about it.
Oh, he's bragging about it from my point of view.
Well, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah,
he believes this is how life is. This is how he grew up, and this is all he knows. So what am I gonna say? No, he did an interview
he's doing interviews
on what's it called on Jump, No Jumper.
Oh yeah. He pressed him. I wouldn't even call that an interview. I call that a legitimate press. No. He came out there and he told Vlad he had to pay, not Vlad, Adam, that he had to pay him a bag.
Like he knows at the end of the day, if something happens to him, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Like he literally, that's his mindset.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because he's trying to get at any media person that's getting any heavy clicks on him right now. Anybody who's getting mad clicks off of his so-called moment. But to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a murderer. You just shot Pop Smoke. You just got out of jail. You're gonna show up at my front gate.
Anyway, bring on what else? The questions you got?
All right, next question is not even a question. It's more like a statement. I feel like this is my statement. I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with me with it, but I feel like this is what should be done more for us black people compared to this beef shit. I believe that Dame Dash and 50 Cent are having a CEO battle. How do y'all feel about that?
I didn't even know about that.
A CEO battle, as in, what are you talking about?
His teeth fell out during a live, bro.
Listen,
Dame Dash was talking and he was taking a drink, and then he turned back to the phone and his teeth fell out.
Yeah.
You guys saw that?
Yeah,
you
saw
saw
it.
it? Yeah. That from that it was done. There's no battle, bro. Come on.
I'm putting it this way: 50 Cent has a network. He can drop a movie.
50 Cent has a studio.
He can drop a music video. You know what I'm saying? As a CEO, you get me? Same thing that Dame Dash is doing. So I'm just saying, I like to see more creative battles like this now. Like Versus was.
But what is the battle though?
The whole point is which one of their networks is going to be able to drop and who's going to get more views.
He in financial trouble?
Who, Dame Dash?
Yeah.
All types of different financial trouble.
He put up his share of Rockefeller.
Every rich person's in financial trouble. They
every poor person too.
Yeah,
not the same though. Not the same.
Of course, it's not.
This guy just opened the studio.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for none of them.
No. Dame Ben had his studio.
What I'm saying is there's no battle.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Dame Dash Studios is a movie studio. Oh well, 50.
Wait.
50
Dame
bought
Dash have a studio?
Yes. Yes. Dame Dash has a movie studio. Yes, it's called Dame Dash Studio.
I'm looking this up.
Go right ahead. Now, I'm going to say this proudly because I'm looking at 50 as a rapper turned CEO. So why not take the challenge?
Because he doesn't have to. He can do whatever the hell he wants. It's 50 Cent.
Good point. But I'm saying for the culture.
Like he doesn't even know what for the culture. What am I battling? Why would he waste his time battling Dame Dash when he's more relevant and more popular than Dame Dash? Dame Dash needs to battle more than 50. I'm just saying. When was the last successful Dame Dash production that people talk about? People talk about Power all the time. Literally,
recent.
Obviously. So when was the last?
And remember, Power's on a heavy.
When was the last
on a corporate network?
Yes. So
so Dame Dash, we got Prince of Detroit.
Okay. And when did that come out?
That's independent.
And when did that come out?
Technically, on his app, I'm sure it came out last year.
Okay. And who's talking about it?
Yeah, it's independent. It's probably going through the tip circuit right now.
Tariq Nasheed is independent, and enough people know about Hidden Colors. And he's probably at a lower level than Dame Dash. Maybe. I don't know Tariq's pockets. I'm just talking numbers.
Saying,
I'm not talking.
Right now, it's corporate. From my point of view, it just looks like corporate versus independent.
So what? So what's the point?
The point is just to get the battle done. Everybody likes to root for the underdog. Or I like to root for the underdog.
I mean, if that's I don't really care about that battle. It doesn't. It even make. What are they really battling?
Well, I'm just saying opportunities could be made from situations like this, but they're not going at each other in a normal fashion. This is what I'm saying. It's good for the culture. It's different. That's all I'm saying. Like
so Dame Dash movies are on Tubi.
No, sir.
Wow. Okay.
And Tubi's owned by Fox.
Okay.
Really?
Fox News. Yeah.
Fox
so think about it. The network that kind of has a slight things to say about black people own Tubi.
And there's so many black movies on there, man. That place. I watched.
How many good ones are on there?
I know.
Oh,
there's this one great one though called The Man from Philadelphia.
That is great. That is a great one. The Man from Philadelphia is a big Tubi. Big Tubi. Make sure y'all Google that. Please tap in.
Is The Man from Philadelphia better than The Man from Toronto?
Yes, 100%.
Better be.
I'll tell you why. Because it's way more artistic.
Mm-hmm.
We have poetry in the movie from Edgar Allan Poe, which is an American poet.
Yeah.
We have strippers in our movie.
Okay.
To cross over into acting.
Yeah.
Lots of titties and shit. You know what I mean? This is amazing. You'll never see nothing like this movie. It's an art movie.
So all they had was Kevin Hart.
All they had was
with a bad accent.
They had.
You mean Woody Harrelson?
They didn't even pronounce Toronto right.
Yeah. They didn't even pronounce the city properly.
Ronald.
They had explosions and stuff like that.
No, I don't think anyone from Toronto really watched that.
No, only the people who did like background acting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Like that. You know what I mean?
100%. Because I didn't know that movie was filmed till it was actually on DVD.
Okay,
that was crazy.
Anyway,
So,
let's speed it up. We only got so much time on this
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
brother.
Okay.
All right, here's my last question for everybody in the room, and I just want an opinion from everybody. My last question: how does everybody feel about OJ getting an award from BET?
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah, yeah. You never know. But your questions are old. Not old. They're not old, but they're old.
You gotta
Yeah. I don't mean it like that. Trust me, I'm like, it's like, well, happy shit. Like, it's basically the last BET Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're saying that, but when is this gonna air?
I mean, just like,
This is gonna be even older, man.
yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still clip it up, but I'm just saying, like, I like the questions. I just like the time frame. It's like that. This was like before summer.
Yep.
Yeah, we talking about Chris Rock getting
Yep.
slapped.
Hey, it kind of drifted into some other things. Okay, that's why I try to keep the interview separate.
If BET wants to give him an award, that's on them. Again, who owns BET?
Who here watches
Viacom.
Nah. Yeah, exactly.
Who here has cable?
I didn't watch TV.
I
watch
YouTube.
YouTube.
No more. I don't
Yeah.
know anybody who watches cable no more.
Yeah, but
I've been watching W.com changes, man. What can I say?
so Viacom wants to give O.J. Simpson an award.
An award.
Yeah,
see.
it's kind of weird time.
Yeah.
Diddy wanted to buy Viacom, or not Viacom, but BET off of Viacom. Remember there was a
Oh yeah, there was something
it
that came
was
up.
50 trying to buy it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Tyler Perry
Yeah,
and Diddy.
And they locked up poor fucking Cosby because he would have bought it in a
He wanted to
heartbeat.
buy NBC.
Exactly. He would
is
have
that
bought that in a
actual
heartbeat.
fact?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was trying to buy
He was
NBC.
trying
There's
to get
paperwork
him-
on that.
Yeah.
I promise you, that's exactly
That's
what
what
he
it
But
was.
is there paperwork on that?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
And
you're
then the
saying
paper-
yes.
The paperwork expired
Okay.
2 years
Yeah.
when he was trying to get it renewed before the third. I think it was a year and a half before the case actually hit him.
Okay.
So he was already hit with it, and he knew it was coming, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm still gonna buy this bitch."
Yeah.
No, Bill Cosby is a civil rights soldier, bro.
Yeah.
He's from.
But that's why they went for him.
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened with Tory.
They said that they should never have killed Martin Luther King. They should have ruined his name. They should have set him up some kind of thing.
Well, they were trying to.
But they accidentally killed him.
The
But he-
FBI
And then all of a sudden with Bill Cosby,
Martin
they
Luther
ruined
King.
his name.
Yeah, Martin
It's
Luther
like
King.
they got it right with Bill Cosby. That's what happened.
Martin Luther King. Yeah, man.
Well, I put it like this:
they fucked
after
up
he
with
came
him.
out of jail,
Yeah.
for the technicality,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna follow the law? Follow the law.
What's the law?
Meaning the fact that you locked him up
Well,
on a bunch of accusations,
Yeah.
which he was guilty of,
Oh.
but then they figured a way to get him out
Right.
based on the facts of what happened.
Yeah.
So, hey,
So
he's a
this
free
is-
man
this
until
is-
he.
He-
Yeah.
but
America
his name,
walking the
his
thing.
name is
Yeah.
destroyed.
I still watch the Cosby Show. That's not gonna make me stop
Can he
watching
tour
Cosby
now?
Show.
He can't tour. He used to love touring, man, but he can't even tour no more.
Well, it would be up to the community to support him.
Yeah.
You can't depend on that.
I mean, like, when I look at some of that guy's stuff from the 80s going into the 90s, I'm not even talking about his film catalog. I'm talking about his educational catalog.
yeah,
This guy was going, and he's talking a whole heap of stuff that's now coming up regular now. And it's like, wow, this man was like years ahead of us.
yeah.
So you were saying that we need something with art, like artists and stuff like that. Do you think that that's what we need? Because there's no artist out there who's doing shit like positive shit. You
That's
know
what
what I mean.
I believe.
There's some.
You said everybody's doing. Oh, I'm popping mollies. I'm trying to kill myself.
I believe that we should embrace the difference in each person who comes with a unique style of hip hop. I believe that. That's why I never knocked the rock pop or the rock hip hop or whatever. I never knocked none of it. I just looked at it as you guys are building up a new lane. Some kid is going to be inspired by a Lip Biscuit. I'm just saying, but there was nobody for Lip Biscuit to bring up. Like they should have had
There
their
is the
next one
Beastie
to bring
Boys.
up.
There was Cypress Hill. There
But-
was Ice
But hold on,
Cube.
when
there-
you say bring up the
there was
Beastie Boys,
Ice-T.
who did the Beastie Boys bring up?
What do you mean? Who they bring up?
Who's under them? Who came under them?
Who came under that?
Who did they give their cosign to?
What do you mean? Who did they give their?
Who did they give their cosign to? You know, like Big Daddy Kane has people he gives a cosign to, and then there's people he just be like, I'm changing the subject.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is where the game is at. This is what everybody's coming to the game. They see everybody up here, and then they're up here being praised by corporate.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. When you got up there,
Yeah.
right? You were broke at one point. Me and you probably knew it when he was broke.
Put it like this.
And I'm not saying
I don't know the BC Boys' financial situation, I don't think they broke, but you can check.
I'm just saying.
They're probably middle class.
They didn't help nobody.
But who did?
Okay, so hold on.
Who are they supposed to help?
Hold on. I'm just giving them because they're top of the list up there of entertaining. Look at fucking Villain on Ice. He didn't help nobody neither.
Okay.
Those they took his.
Yeah, they took him. Yeah, they took him out, bro.
Come on, Suge Knight.
They ruined his career, bro.
Suge Knight built that.
He was banned, bro. Yo, your labels wouldn't sign great rappers for a long time because of him.
Yes,
because of what happened to him.
I agree.
So who is he supposed to help?
I agree, but again, look at MC Hammer. The man didn't put on too many people.
He put on his whole friggin'.
But he gave
100 people.
Opportunities.
When he didn't put on nobody. He put on his whole neighborhood.
Listen, that's what I'm showing you, Mel.
But that's him. That's everybody. You gotta remember, everybody's different.
Exactly. But he give them a good start.
Everybody's different. You can't expect everyone who's an artist to do everything for any and everyone.
I am not expecting every artist to do everything for everyone. What I am expecting, though, is to see evolution. And if the crowd or the community is screaming at you like, "Yo, you're the greatest, you're the greatest, you're the greatest." Okay, acknowledge that and now help somebody else out. So when I brought up Pusha T and Drake, if I had the opportunity to talk to Drake, I would have went to Drake and said, "Yo, listen, bro, don't say nothing right now. Go work on your top 40 stuff right now and let the little man them get their shine right now. Let them do."
You say it right now, right?
I was just saying back then and that timing, because remember, listen, when he dropped that dopey freestyle as a black man, Jamaican, Canadian black man, I felt away because I'm sitting there like, yo, the man said doopy.
Did he really?
Doopy.
Did he really?
And the whole of America is still calling it doopy.
And it's funny. Did
he really? Did he? I didn't hear that.
I had to ask America one time. He was arguing. I said, "Do you know what a duppy is?"
Exactly.
Like, no. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
And then they're sitting here trying to tell me it's the dopest song. It's the song that ended Pusha T's career. Really?
I never heard that.
Really?
Holy
really?
Shit.
I think Dre Specs, Dre Bars, Swan, I can name out 1,000 other rappers that can eat food.
But this is the thing, right? Even if they battle Push.
Not battle Push. But I'm just saying, Drake, give the okay sign to the city to be like, yo, just go ahead, get at it, man. Go ahead.
But this is the thing, right? The thing about that battle was about somewhat personal information. And most battles, even with the regular battles, the KOTD joints, people research, gather all this information and use it against their opponent.
Facts.
What is anybody you mentioned going to gather on Pusha T when Drake couldn't even pay people enough to do the same thing?
Street shit, man.
150,000 and none of Pusha T's people would talk.
Again.
So what are those rappers going to be able to do to get dirt on Pusha T?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what those rappers would have did. They would have rapped.
I know they would have rapped. But what would they have rapped about if they have no information?
Who knows? But I definitely know they would come out with a couple bars.
Yes, you can have bars, but if you have bars that are not effective.
But what I realized what happened is nobody in Toronto really stepped up and said, "Yeah, you know what?
Were they supposed to? Were they supposed to?
I would have thought there would have been. But
why? For what reason? Just because they're from Toronto?
Why not?
That makes no sense.
Okay,
it makes no sense,
and I take that to heart. And I go into another hood, and then man some tell me they're from their hood, and I say, okay, bless it. I don't say shit on your hood except if you're a direct ops.
Brother. There is no need for anyone in Toronto to step in that battle.
Well, I'm just saying.
Because at first, everybody thought Drake had it.
Not me. I wasn't there.
Because
not
first they compared it to the Meek Mill situation. Oh, he put out the first track, he did the second track. It's a rap. Pusha T's done. He's washed up. He doesn't have no hits. This was the sentiment.
I get you. I agree with you with that one. I agree with you with that one.
So
that part there,
there was no need for anyone in Toronto to step up because everyone thought Pusha T was done. Until Pusha T put up that picture of the black face. And I was like, oh yeah, this ain't real. What? And then I said, okay. Then I said, okay. Let me look some more. Let me look some more. Mm-hmm. I went to his page. He said it's on this website. I went to the website. They ended up taking it off that website.
Yep.
So the picture saved somewhere. Anyways, all over the net. Anyways.
Yep.
But I saw it on his website. I saw it on the. But I understand the context of why he did it.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that he even did it.
Yep.
In Toronto, none of us knew this movie existed.
Yep.
At all.
Yep.
And I don't think it would have changed our minds because if you knew the context of the movie.
Yeah, he should have put it out himself years ago.
Yeah, I did this project back in the day.
Yeah, he should have. He was trying to do that by talking about his mom and this, that.
Yeah.
I'm Jewish. And
he
tried to air it out, but he left that shit out.
And that thing was on that site for the longest time.
Pusha T did his research.
You know
what I
someone
like?
fed him the research.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
Pusha T put it all in that song.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that Kendrick kept going, I'm gonna drop some shit on you. I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop some shit on you.
I was waiting for just the one.
Shit,
I just wanted the knockout.
Yeah, like
give me the knockout.
Stop this holding back. Why are you holding back?
And this is for me, both of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, the song's okay. The song's okay. Not strong enough to knock off each other.
Yeah. What are you guys holding back for?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
We've been waiting for this for 10 years.
Like drop it.
Facts.
Yeah.
And he still never dropped it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He said he got 5 more. 5 on 5, whatever the line is. How much I got in stock?
That track by Pusha T, bro. That was
okay.
huge, bro.
I think I did the record 50 times just to listen to see if it was real.
I'm backing up Drake against Kendrick, but I'm still saying that Pusha T won that. Like I can say that,
even though some people still don't believe he did.
You know what? I still get fight for that. I get people give me smoke for that all the time with Pusha.
Right? Everyone has their thoughts, right? I'm not gonna hold it against them.
So I think this has been one of these crazy episodes.
Yeah, man, we're coming to a closing here. So.
Yeah, man.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
this is a crazy episode.
You've never been on Toronto Talks,
bruh.
Never been on Toronto Talks.
Yeah, I know.
Toronto Talks, we had some crazy.
Listen, I am just doing this. That's it.
You got better though. Hey, you got better.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Trust me.
So you don't know this is the one and the only, the legend, Mike Stoan here in D2E podcast.
The legendary
done know
Mike Stoan, man.
DQTV International. You don't know what it is.
Thank
Yo,
you
Rastafari.
Thank for all be tuning in. You don't know, man. We're gonna end it off like this as usual. You don't know.
Alright.
This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I'll prove this message. Nation. What?
Thanks, baby.